Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Ed from, sorry for shaking the camera, Ed from Oak Island Models. I just wanted to do a quick video to give you guys a tip on how to strip paint from a Kato locomotive. As some of you may know, Kato is some of the hardest paint to strip. Unlike Athearn, Atlas, or even the Walthers Proto line, whatever they're using is some great paint. It holds up. But now it's met its match. Thanks to a tip that I found here on YouTube from Brian Bana. And this is just going to be a reiteration to prove to you that it's not movie magic. Using a simple Dremel tool with a Dremel brush, specifically the number 405 nylon brush, you too will be able to strip any Kato paint cleanly without damaging the plastic, which is most important. So give me a second. I'm just going to go ahead and flip the camera around and show you what we're doing. Okay, so here we are back. One most important thing, a little safety. You don't want to splash the stuff in your eyes, so kind of sit back so that doesn't get you. The other thing is, make sure you're wearing either a rubber or a latex glove or something like that, something that the alcohol can't get through, because 91% alcohol will absolutely destroy your skin. It dries it out, cracks, and in the winter, I'm sure you know how that feels. So, this, I'm going to try and bring this in close. I don't know if it'll focus on it, though. I'm using just a regular Dremel 300. You're going to go ahead and use the lowest, right? And the brush is the number 405. I had a hard time finding it in the local supply store like a Home Depot or Lowe's, Sears and stuff, so I bought it off eBay. Cost about $4 a piece, picked up a few of them, and according to Brian, they'll last for a couple engines. As long as you're not really pushing on them, you should be able to get, between 10 and 20 engines per brush. So we're just going to jump right in here. I've had a couple of these locomotives in here soaking. You can see here, this is a Kato SD90 NAC. They've been soaking for about 3 days. You don't have to let them soak that long, but according to Brian, and I believe it, you can let the model soak in the alcohol for 2 years. It's not going to hurt the plastic in any way. What it will affect is any of the dell-ridden parts. So if you have any of the handrails or any of the grab irons and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you strip any of that kind of stuff off. So as you can see, there's no antennas here. All the grabs have been removed. The walkways are removed. Anything that you're going to need for the future that you don't want to lose in the bath, you have to go ahead and take off. So I'm going to just do a couple quick seconds here just to show you literally how easy this is. And then I don't really know how to do a time lapse on this thing, so I'll just flash back to it once the model's stripped. So here we go. We're going to go again on the Dremel 300. First click, got the brush. The trick is to keep the brush head under the surface of the alcohol. So that way the alcohol kind of keeps the plastic from scoring or burning. And you're going to see just how easy this is. So there's the model. You can see it's under the alcohol. I'm just going to lightly apply the brush, pretty much using just the weight of the Dremel tool. And just like that, the paint just comes right off. I mean, this is going to save hours upon hours of frustration for all of you. And again, I can't take credit for this. Brian was the one that I found this video on. It took me a while to figure out a good way to do this. And I wanted to prove to everybody that, it's not movie magic. Some of these guys will claim some things in videos and have it be so far from the truth. That is certainly not the case. And, a great modeler sharing his tips with the community is definitely a nice gesture, because there's a lot of modelers out there that like to keep stuff to themselves. And really, it doesn't help the hobby grow. So if this helps one person, that's, it did what I was hoping for it to do. So again, you can see how easy this is stripping right off. Don't worry about the little bit of staining on the paint. That's not going to go away. No matter how much you scrub that, it's not going to go away. It's not going to affect the model or the paint either. I'm going to shoot these with some scale coat number 2 when I'm done. I'll lay a nice primer color down, and then I'll go ahead and shoot them in what these are going to be, which is a surprise. I'm not going to go ahead and say it yet because my customer wants to surprise everybody with them, but these are going to be a freelance road. But again, you can see, we're only a couple minutes into this, and almost half this model is stripped already. And again, you want to make sure that you go not too heavy, because you don't want to damage the bristles of the brush or the plastic of the model. And you're just going to hold the brush head under the surface of the... So we'll just we'll finish up this side real quick, and then I'll cut the video. And again, thank you, Brian, for the advice. I just wanted to help other modelers out there find it in case they didn't find your video. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or a message, comment in here. If you like what you see, I try to post up some tips and tricks for all kinds of stuff in the hobby. I don't really like any secrets, so go ahead and subscribe to the page. On the page, you'll find my freelance railroad, the Cumberland, Utica, and Toledo Railroad. It's also the official page for the Oak Island models. I do have Facebook pages for both of those, so you could look up Cumberland, Utica, and Toledo Railroad on Facebook, or Oak Island Models on Facebook, and go ahead and like the page, and let me know if you like what you see. And if there's any other questions, or you're looking for any other advice on how to strip or renumber other models, I'll be very happy to go ahead and make another video for you. This, along with how do I renumber Athearn or Atlas Kato products without having to completely repaint anything, have probably been two of the biggest requests that I have had. Again, both very easy. You just got to be careful. Take your time. Don't rush them. And, good things will happen. So we're going to go ahead and break away here, and hope this helped. But there you have it. That's gray plastic. It's not coming off any more than that. We'll just zip that line clean. Go ahead and soak it under. Same thing with this. This is gray plastic. Kato, for some reason, insists on using different colored plastic for their stuff here. So just, again, light pressure, and you see it comes right off. So no movie magic, and I really hope this helps. Thanks a lot.